Good morning to all of you, dear students. Today we will start a new chapter: tribes, nomads, and settled communities. So, basically, we will read about the tribes in a medieval time, nomads, and the settled communities. So, you saw in chapter 2, 3, and 4 how kingdoms rose and fell. Even as this was happening, new arts, crafts, and production activities flourished in towns and villages. Over the centuries, important political, social, and economic developments had taken place. So basically, in these chapters, we have read about the second chapter, the Delhi Sultans, and there is Mughal Empire. Okay, so basically, we have read about these chapters, and we have seen that how the economical, political, and social developments had been changed at that time. In large parts of the subcontinent, society was already divided according to the rules of Varna. So basically, at that time, there is Varna, which is divided by four: Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, Sudra. And these rules, as prescribed by the Brahmins, were accepted by the rulers of large kingdom. The difference between the high and low and between the rich and poor increased. Under the Delhi Sultans and the Mughals, this hierarchy between social classes grew further. So basically, in this chapter, we will read about the travels, nomads, and the settled communities and their life, and how the changes in their life at that time beyond big cities travel societies. So there were, however, other kinds of societies as well. Many societies in the subcontinent did not follow the social rules and rituals prescribed by the Brahmins. So basically, there is some societies who would not follow Brahmins rule, which is prescribed by Brahmins. Okay, so they are follow other rules, and or they have make their own rule. Okay, now where they divided into numerous and equal classes, such societies are often called tribes. Okay, so that societies where we call tribes. Got it? Now we will see members of each tribes were united by kingship bonds. Many tribes obtained their livelihood from agriculture. Others were hunter gatherers or herders. So basically, they were, they have a kingship bond. ओके, वो अपना लिवलीहुड जो है वो एग्रीकल्चर. ओके, and some are hunters and gatherers. Some were, most often they combine these activities to make full use of the natural resources of the area in which they lived. Okay, so where they was lived at that time, so basically they use all of the natural resources of that area. Okay, and some tribes were nomadic and moved from one place to another. So basically nomadic, that we call, who these tribes who are the, ki move from one place to another place, that we call nomadic. Okay, so nomads, they are what they are, uh, going to one place to another place for search of food as well as. Okay, so a tribal group controlled land and posture jointly and divided these amongst household according to its own rules. Okay, now we will see that many large tribes thrived in different parts of the subcontinent. They usually lived in forests, hills, and deserts, and places difficult to reach. So basically, that is important, that they usually lived in forest, hills, deserts, and place difficult to reach. Okay, so they lived in that places, and sometimes they clashed with the more powerful caste based society. Okay, तो उनकी जो clashing होती थी वो caste based society में होती थी. And in various ways the tribes retain their freedom and preserve their separate culture. Okay, so basically they have a what they were freedom, and कि उनके जो उनके कल्चर थे वो भी क्या थे, सेपरेटेड थे. Okay, but the caste based and tribal societies also depend on each other for their diverse needs. this relationship of conflict and dependence gradually cause both societies to change. So basically, if you will see, the caste-based and tribal societies, okay, also depend on each other for their diverse needs. So basically, when we live in a society, so basically we have to connect other persons for our needs also. Okay, so that is very important, and this relationship of conflict and dependence gradually cause both societies to change. Okay, who were tribal people? So now we will see कि tribal people कौन थे. So contemporary historians and travelers give very scant information about tribes. So basically, contemporary historians too at that time. So and traveler also. Okay, so that is a very important source, which is given by travelers और second thing जो उस टाइम पे कंटेम्प्रेरी जो क्या थे historians they got it. So a few acceptations apart, tribal people did not keep written records, but they preserved rich customs and oral traditions. They were passed down to each new generation. Present day historians have started using such oral traditions to write tribal histories. So basically, they have a कि देखो उनके पास भी क्या है, they have a other sources to कि write their histories. Okay, so basically they wanted to know about the tribals, and they know that things in a nearest place that we call. Okay, tribal people were found in almost every region of the subcontinent. Okay, basically, if you will see, the area of influence of tribes were at different points of time. Some powerful tribes, okay, control large territories. Okay, in Punjab, the Khokkar tribes. Okay, so पंजाब में this is important. तो पंजाब में खोकर जो tribes है, ठीक है, it was very influential during the 13th and 14th century. Okay, so 13th and 14th century में that you will see there is a Khokkar tribes which is very powerful at that time. Later the Khokkar become more important. Their chief Kamal Khan Gakhar was or made a noble मनसबदार बाय एम्पर अकबर. ठीक है, तो अकबर के द्वारा लास्ट में कमल खान गक्कर को जो है मनसबदार, ठीक है, चुना गया. एंड इन मुल्तान एंड सिंध द लंगास एंड Arguns dominated extensive regions before they were subdued by the Mughals. The Balochis were another large and powerful uh, tribes in the northwest. So basically, northwest, if you will see, so this is north or this is west. Okay, if you will see, this is north, this is west. So northwest, if you will see that areas. Okay, so this is लंगास, ये कक्कर हो गया एंड ये खोकर हो गए. ओके, ये अरगुन्स हो गए. सो दे आर वेरी वट एंड ये बलूचीज. ओके, जो अफगानिस्तान में है, बलूचिस्तान में है, समथिंग में. सो बेसिकली दैट इज़ कि they were very powerful. So they were divided into many small clans under different chiefs. Okay, so they उन्होंने क्या किया, divide किया किस पे, clans पे, under their different chiefs. So in the western Himalayan lives the several tribes of Gaddis. The distant north east part of the subcontinent too was entirely dominated by tribes, the Nagas, Ahoms, and many others. So, Nagas, Ohom और others उसमें क्या थे, dominated थे ये सब tribes. Okay, so that is the end of the video. After we will read about the other tribes at that time and who were very powerful. Okay, so goodbye, have a good day to all of you.